What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be joined by Big D from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, and we're going to be reviewing the 1992 movie Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. So, in this movie, Kevin McAllister accidentally gets lost in New York City after he boards the wrong plane and stuff when his family goes on vacation. And so he must try to navigate New York City and try to figure out how he's going to get home and stuff while his family is trying to figure out where he's at and how to find him. So before I get into my part, I'm going to let Big D do his part and everything like I always do. So take it away, Big D.
Hey everyone, this is the Big D, back again to collab with Ogre Boy, and this time we're going to be tackling the 1992 holiday comedy sequel, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Okay, first off, I found the film's story to be pretty good in a way, considering critics criticized this for its similarities to the first film, but that's understandable though, as well as its dark tone and violence. Anyway, in the film, the McAllister family is preparing to head to Miami for Christmas, but Kevin's unhappy with this and what have you, and gets in a little bit of an issue with his brother Buzz again, and refuses to apologize to him and his family. And now he wishes to spend the holiday alone. And well, as the McAllisters make their way through the airport, Kevin gets separated from them and ends up boarding a plane to New York City, that is. And once there, he checks into the Plaza Hotel, but gets into trouble later on when they discover his credit card he used was stolen. But if that wasn't enough, he runs into the Wet Bandits Marvin and Harry, now dubbed as the Sticky Bandits. Also, Kevin encounters a pigeon lady whom he soon becomes friends with, as well as Mr. Duncan, who runs a toy store called Duncan's Toy Chest, who is, well, preparing to do something very special for a children's hospital. Now, I found the film to be just as fun and entertaining as the first film in ways, especially with the humor Macaulay Culkin, who once again plays Kevin, does throughout this film. It's so much fun, especially what he does. Now, I especially liked a lot of the traps in this film, of course, with the small blowtorch, the staple gun, and the tool bag that's hanging over the door, and the tool chest that falls down the stairs. A lot of those were classic. Also, we have John Williams back on board to do the score. Chris Columbus is back as director, and John Hughes wrote the film story and also was a producer. Anyway, I think they all did pretty well in their jobs on this. Despite the critics were a little hard on the dark tone and the violence and, well, the similarities to the first film, I still liked it. The cast was exceptionally good too, especially with Macaulay Culkin, who once again steals the show as Kevin. We have Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern back on board as Harry and Marv, now known as the Sticky Bandits. Catherine O'Hara and John Hurd return as, Peter and Kay McAllister, Kevin's mother and father. We do have some new additions, including Tim Curry, who plays the concierge, and Dan Ivey as the desk clerk, and Rob Schneider as the bellman at the Plaza Hotel. And Brenda Fricker plays the pigeon lady, and A. Bracken plays Mr. Duncan. They were all good new characters. Now, the rest of the members of the people who played Kevin's family in the first film are back, with the exception of some, including one I didn't mention, Fuller, Kevin's youngest cousin, who was actually played by Macaulay Culkin's real-life kid brother, Kieran Culkin. But anyway, I really loved Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. It's just as fun as the first film, but you don't have to take my word for it. But it was so much fun. Sure, it had similarities to the first film, yes. But nonetheless, it still proved to be a very fun thrill ride for the holidays. So overall, I found that this film is just a classic. I think you'll really enjoy it. If you like the first film, you're going to enjoy the second one just as much. I mean, I like the story, the characters, and the cast wasn't too bad, and the music was very good too. So as always, thank you for making me a part of this, Overboy, and Merry Christmas to you as well, my friend. Until then, this is the Big D saying, see ya!
Okay, Big D, it was great to have you on here as always. I always enjoy having you on here. And everything it's always fun collaborating with you. I hope to collaborate with you more in the new year. And everything. And, so, I'm going to go ahead and get into my part. I absolutely love Home Alone 2. I think it is a really, really great sequel. It's one of those rare times where they take a sequel that literally copies the template of the first movie and just changes the location. And usually sequels like that don't work, but Home Alone 2 for some reason is able to recapture the magic and catch lightning in a bottle twice. It's very, very rare for them to do that with a sequel, but it does it. And I think this movie, just everything that the first one did, this one does even better. Like, the jokes are even funnier, the hijinks are even funnier, the situations Kevin gets himself in are even funnier. You get the hotel staff, which has Tim Curry is the leader and everything. He's just absolutely hilarious in this movie. And then also you got Rob Schneider, who is really funny too, and everything. And they're both really good in here. And then I love the stuff with Duncan's toy chest and stuff, and Duncan is a really lovable character and stuff too, and you really want to root for Kevin to stop these guys from robbing Duncan's toy chest and stuff, and the robbers are once again just absolutely hilarious. Harry and Marv are just as funny in this movie as they were the first one, if not funnier, and everything. And the bird lady, she's absolutely lovable character. I think I liked her a little bit more than Old Man Marley from the first movie and everything. I thought she was really good and everything. And the scene in the hotel, when there's two different scenes. The first one when Tim Curry goes into the hotel room to try to check in with Kevin's dad, and he thinks he's seeing him in the shower and it's a toy clown, always cracks me up. I think there's just something very ironic and hilarious about seeing Tim Curry getting scared off by a clown. It just cracks me up because he's known for playing Pennywise and stuff. And then the scene when Tim Curry and the rest of the hotel staff are in there and he's playing Angels with Filthier Souls it's just absolutely a hilarious movie moment and everything. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie and everything. And then you got the booby traps, which are also a highlight of the movie. Everybody goes to Home Alone for the booby traps, which is totally understandable and everything because they're great. And there's a lot of really great ones in here. I think my favorite ones are just Kevin flat out throwing bricks at Marv's face and everything. His face should have been so smashed in. It just cracks me up every time I watch it and everything. And then the part where poor Marv gets fried, like he freaking killed the dude. He turned into a skeleton and everything for a second there. Crap, just cracks me up, man. I about died laughing every time I watch that scene when he's frying and he turns into a skeleton and everything. Those were the two that really cracked me up the most. And then, of course, the scene when they throw the birds, when she throws the bird seed on Marv and Harry and they start attacking them right before the cops get there. That scene cracks me up too, the way Marv is yelling and everything. And from what I understand, it wasn't even improvised. That was literally Daniel Stern yelling because he was so scared of the birds. And knowing that just makes that scene even more hilarious. But this is a really, really great movie, and it is one of the greatest sequels of all time and everything. And it's one that, one of those rare times where there's a perfect movie that has a sequel that's just as perfect as it. You can't really watch one Home Alone without the other. You have to have both of them and everything. They go together perfectly. And I absolutely love this movie. So I'm going to go as far to say that just like Home Alone 1, I'd give Home Alone 2 a 10 out of 10. It is a really great movie. There's not anything negative I can say about it. I don't have any negatives with Home Alone 2 at all whatsoever. Just like I did with the first one, I didn't have any with it either. So, anyway, thank you, Big D, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Check out Esley's channel. He wasn't able to make it on our videos and stuff, but he's with us in spirit and everything. He's a great friend and everything, and maybe eventually we'll collab again on something and everything, but we just weren't able to make it this time, and it's totally understandable and okay. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and have a good day, everybody.